Think you know Florida? Think again. Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving deep into the Sunshine State. It's so much more than just beaches, theme parks. If you love travel facts, hit like and subscribe. It helps a ton. We're going to uncover some seriously cool stuff, from ancient cities, literal rocket launches. It's a whole vibe. History, food, wildlife. Stick around. About 12 minutes of Florida fun. I promise you'll learn something new. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, so first up, let's talk about history, because honestly, I was shocked. When you think of old American cities, you probably think of, like, Boston or Philadelphia, right? Well, Florida has them beat by a long shot. We're talking about St. Augustine. It's the oldest continuously inhabited European established city in the entire United States. Founded in 1565 by the Spanish. You can feel the history seeping out of the walls. You've got the Castillo de San Marcos, this massive stone fort built to protect the city from pirates and other invaders. It's made of coquina, compressed seashells. They literally built a fort out of the beach. Narrow cobblestone streets, balconies overflowing with flowers, a romantic old-world vibe. It's a living city, cute shops, amazing restaurants, art galleries in centuries-old buildings. A complete contrast to the high-rise Florida image, a foundational piece of the Florida puzzle. All right, moving on from ancient cities to something wild and natural. We're talking about the Everglades. It's not a swamp. It's a subtropical wetland, the River of Grass, a wide, shallow, slow-moving sheet of water. It flows from Lake Okeechobee down to the southern tip. Teeming with life, American alligators, rarer American crocodiles, and gentle manatees. Birdwatching here is insane. Spoonbills, eagles, a world of its own. But it's fragile. Past drainage altered the flow. Now, massive restoration is underway. Take an airboat, loud, exhilarating, wind in your hair. Flat horizons, legendary sunsets, quiet, powerful, almost primordial. The Everglades is Florida's wild heart. We have to protect it. It's a true natural wonder. Okay, let's talk about the shape of Florida. Weird and amazing. Basically one long peninsula pointing to the tropics. That means coastline, over 1,200 miles, more than any other state in the contiguous U.S. Atlantic. Waves, surfing, golden sand. Gulf, calm, warm waters, sugar white sand. Off the tip are the Florida Keys, about 1,700 islands connected by the overseas highway. Driving it feels like floating over the ocean. Each key has a personality, from Islamorada to Key West. It's paradise. Fish offshore, hunt shells on Sanibel, snorkel coral reefs. Watch sunrise on the Atlantic, sunset on the Gulf the same day. Geography creates mangroves, estuaries, coral nurseries, the Florida dream. Keys sunsets are legendary, Mallory Square vibes. You can't talk about Florida without the weather. Sunshine State for a reason. Warm, sunny, beautiful most of the year. Subtropical up north, truly tropical down south. Hot, humid summers, super mild winters. You can live outdoors year-round. But there's a flip side. Daily summer storms, fierce but short. Hurricane season runs June 1st to November 30th. Living here means being prepared. High winds, surge, flooding, serious threats. Respect nature, community shows up. When most people think of Florida, they picture a giant mouse in red shorts. Tourism drives the economy, with parks as the star. Disney World, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld. From swampland vision to a global destination. Disney World is about the size of San Francisco, a city dedicated to fantasy and fun. But tourism is more. Beaches and some of the world's busiest cruise ports. Eco tours, spring training, and the Daytona 500, historical gems. Millions of visitors fuel jobs and energy, but also traffic and higher costs. Balancing residents, visitors, and nature is a constant challenge. Tourism is Florida's lifeblood. Before Mickey Mouse, the orange was king. Citrus shaped Florida's identity, especially juice oranges. That carton in your fridge? Likely Florida. Spring orange blossom scent, iconic. But citrus greening and development hit hard. Farmers are resilient, innovating to save groves. Florida's a winter produce powerhouse. Tomatoes, peppers, sweet corn, and vast sugarcane thrives in mucky soils. Surprising diversity, plus huge nursery greenhouse industries. An agricultural backbone that feeds the country. Proud roots, still vital. Let's talk about the people, one of Florida's most dynamic stories. Florida is growing, fast, and from everywhere. Retirees escape winters and build coastal communities. Young people come for jobs, weather, lifestyle, new energy, new challenges, traffic, schools, infrastructure. Huge Latino and Caribbean communities, especially in Miami, shaping food, music, and vibe. Hear Spanish and Creole as often as English. Now spread statewide, Orlando, Tampa, and beyond. A complex mix makes Florida a famous swing state. Fusion of traditions creates something uniquely Floridian. There's no single type of Floridian. Constant flow and rich diversity keep Florida evolving, exciting, and unpredictable. Florida is where America reaches for the stars. The Space Coast has been the heart of the U.S. space program for decades, from Apollo to the Space Shuttle era, to today's booming private launches. It's woven into local identity. Generations have worked here. Watching a launch, flash first, then that deep crackling roar you feel in your bones. Night launches turn the sky into pure wonder. At the visitor complex, Atlantis, a Saturn V, and even shuttle simulators. High-tech jobs, brilliant minds, and kids inspired into STEM. Only in Florida, toes in the sand while a rocket blasts into orbit. Florida's food mirrors its cultural mix. The iconic Cuban. Bread, ham, roasted pork, Swiss, pickles, mustard, pressed to melty perfection. Cafecito culture and dangerously addictive pastelitos. Peninsula perks, grouper, snapper, mahi, grilled or blackened. Oysters and stone crab claws, only claws harvested. Caribbean heat meets southern comfort. Dessert, key lime pie, pale yellow, perfectly sweet tart. Food tells Florida's story, immigrant traditions and local bounty. Latin spice, Caribbean sun, southern comfort, fresh from the ocean seafood. Eat your way through the state's rich cultural tapestry. The original Florida residents, the wildlife. Wild encounters can happen in your backyard. Alligators are the unofficial mascot, ancient, powerful. They show up in almost any fresh water. On the gentle side, manatees, slow seagrass munchers. Hundreds gather in warm springs. Spectacular flyway, herons, egrets, spoonbills, pelicans, ospreys, and bald eagles. Marine life thrives, dolphins and sea turtles. Floridians coexist. Avoid swimming at dusk, give gators space, slow for manatees. Conservation is crucial, protecting habitats and species. Daily wonder, a dolphin leap, a burst of color overhead, even a gator on a golf course. And that's a wrap on 10 things that make Florida so uniquely, well, Florida. From the ancient streets of St. Augustine to futuristic rocket launches, we've tasted key lime pie, dodged hurricanes, and hung out with alligators and manatees. If you enjoyed these Florida facts, please like and subscribe for more. Tell us your favorite fact in the comments. Did you know St. Augustine was that old? Tried a real Cuban sandwich? I want to know. Share this with someone who thinks Florida is just theme parks. There's so much more. Deep history, vibrant culture, and a wild, untamed heart. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.